Hello and welcome to the Getting Started with IDEA video series presented by Automation Services. Now that data is imported into your IDEA project, let's talk about a few things that we can do to look at and view the data. Like we've already seen in previous Getting Started videos, the IDEA interface is arranged into a handful of distinct sections. On the left side of the screen is the File Explorer panel. Anytime you import a data set or create a results set after doing analysis, the database will show up in the File Explorer. It looks a lot like the Windows Explorer tree view. After you have a file imported, as long as the file is not open in the data panel, you can right-click and rename the file at any time. The middle of the screen is the data panel, and the imported data set is displayed a lot like a spreadsheet in this panel. Just columns and rows of data, but read-only. On the right is the Properties panel, and here you'll see information or properties related to the database that's currently open in the data panel. When a file is open, the Property panel becomes active. You can click on each of the properties and do things such as view or calculate a control total, view the history of what analysis has been done on the file, create a criteria using the equation editor to filter the data, or view field statistics for numeric, date, and time columns in the database. The ribbon located at the top of the IDEA version 9 application is broken up into various areas of interest. This is done to make viewing as well as analyzing your data more intuitive. Clicking on the Data tab will get us started and show a few of the many ways to look at your imported data sets. On the Data tab, you can choose the powerful search feature to look for specific data in one or multiple databases. Clicking Find in the Fields category will help you jump to a specific column in your database. No need to scroll left and right through dozens of columns. And in the Order group, you can create a new database with the records physically rearranged to a new order by clicking Describe Sorted Order. To create a view of the data without actually rearranging the rows, select Index. And there are a couple ways that you can index your data. Click Index to open a dialog box and choose up to 8 key columns to rearrange your data. A second method that you can use, with the database open in the data panel, double-click on the header of any of the columns to reorder the rows in ascending fashion. Double-click the header again, and you'll swap the order to descending. This is commonly called sorting in a tool like Excel, although in Excel it's not quite as easy to accomplish. Indexing could be especially helpful on character data columns because the first time you index, you'll bring any blank items to the top of the list, such as blank invoice numbers or blank descriptions. Either way, take a look at the Properties window. The section labeled Indices will indicate exactly how you're viewing the data by placing a red check mark by the current index. Now click on the View tab. This tab contains a bunch more ways to view your database. If you're comparing between two or more similar databases, sometimes it's helpful to look at both files at the same time. In the Tabs category, choose Horizontal or Vertical. If you always find that you're changing the order of the fields that you've imported from Excel, create a view and save it in your library. Just click to highlight a column, left-click and drag it to a new position. Repeat this as many times as you feel necessary. Then click Save in the Views category. Name this view something that's meaningful to you. Next time you import the file, click Open, select the view by name, and IDEA will rearrange your columns how you like to see them all in one step. One last thing to get you started viewing your data is the Group Records feature on this View tab. Grouping your records is very similar to the summarization feature on the Analysis tab. The difference is summarization creates a new database, which may be needed at times, where grouping, again, just creates a view of the database with a count of how many times each value is found, such as how many individual products are carried, how many sales reps in the company, but no new database will be created. It's just a view. You can choose up to 8 columns to roll the data up on. The plus sign beside the first key value will expand the group, exposing subgroups below. Click the Group Off button to return to viewing the database details. During this short video, we explored a few of the many ways to view data that you imported into your project. Each of these examples, as well as the others that are available on the toolbars, should help you gain better insight and understand your data quickly and easily. Don't forget that IDEA has a very extensive built-in help library. Choose the blue question mark on the upper right corner of the main screen, or click the Help button in any dialog that you have open. This will give you specific information about the operation you're currently performing. If you have questions, need more information, or assistance viewing your data in your project, please contact the Automation Services Help Desk at 888-641-2800 and choose option 4. Thanks, and make it a great day.